Welcome to Uncivil Rights. Your host KC. My boy Alion couldn't make it today. He's out of town. But today's guest, the one and only Six, y'all might know him as Jonathan Everything I Am. What's up with it, bro?
Jonathan Management. It's so crazy to hear somebody actually call me Six after this long. I'm finna go live on Facebook right quick, man, and just kind of let some of my people kind of tap in and see what the fuck going on.
Really?
A little bit of angle on this, but it's weird, man. It's weird to hear somebody call me Six after so long, because I've been for so long I've just been Jonathan. So anybody that ever calls me Six, you know goddamn well they've known me for at least 3, 4, 5, 10 years.
Well, that's how I met you, was at Six. Like I really know exactly how to introduce you, because you do so many different things. So I didn't know exactly how to introduce you right now. You rapping, or you know what I'm saying? Matter of speaking of rapping, are you still doing music?
Yes, I am still doing, but I'm doing chosen shit now. Now it's more about picking the right record. You know what I'm saying? So first thing I'll say is, man, if you ever heard of Osa, O-S-A, it's Osa. He's a Nigerian guy. He's about to drop a really heavy EP soon. Go check out Dolphins right away. Go check out Airplane Mode on YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify. Man, grab that. Airplane Mode is really a dope record, and I'm also featured on it.
These artists you work, you're managing right now?
Yeah, I'm managing him right now.
Plug their pages. Like, where can they
follow?
All right,
so Osa is O-S-A-A-O-O on Facebook, and he is call me _Osa, and that is on Instagram. Man, bro, he's dope. I mean, he's just one of the best, you know, one of the best artists that I've ever worked with.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't actually tuned in and listened, because I wasn't sure what artists you were working with is. I don't really be on social media like that unless I'm posting.
No, it's so sad because we started this shit.
And I be sad because I be looking for your music.
That's honestly bullshit.
Because that's how we met. I met you doing your music.
That's bullshit, man. Listen, all right, for those that don't know, all right, I did a little time in the joint, and when I came home, I was broke. I was like working a regular ass job. I was like regular, and I was going from studio to studio, and I finally meet this dude, and we record like 3 songs in 2 hours, and he mixes them down fucking to perfection for real, and he actually gave me some free time because I couldn't afford him. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't afford him. And he's like, bro, I got faith in you. I just really think, it's going to work. And he went through some ups and downs of life. I remember you went out of town to Florida or some shit. I mean, there was a lot. I mean,
that's why we got disconnected a little bit when I caught that little bullshit case. I'm not going to go into
We don't got to go into that, man. Allegedly. Allegedly. But when I mean he had gotten in some trouble, and I mean I was right there. I mean, I remember him calling me and saying, bro, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
And then I was like, let me know when everything works out. And then he called me like, I'm out of jail. And I'm like, bro, do you need any money? Like, my check just came in.
And it was fucking me up. I couldn't get to the studio like I wanted to, because I couldn't live at my house. I had to be out of town.
It's so crazy, bro.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
I was late to I was late to this, and this is at my house. I was like, man, I'm late to my own house with this dude. I can't never be on time with him.
Okay. He was late to his house. Like, so anyways, he had gotten to a little bit of some bullshit, and when he called me, I was just like immediately like, all right, bro, like whatever you need, I'm here. If you need some money, you need bail money, when you get back and you want to record some studio shit, come fuck with me. I'm here. And after that, bro, no, and I ain't gonna lie, I remember the last time we I had a recording session.
I just realized these headphones are all in your face.
They are in the way with this. Thank you. All right, so all right, so
oh shit.
Hey, everybody on live, I'm okay. I didn't that was my phone, that wasn't me.
My phone was too heavy for the mic.
Just vibe. It's easy to fix. Doing this little podcast and stuff.
Let's be good for
Young boy, you know what it is, Tay Duncan. When these numbers run up, y'all just stay put. All right.
Yeah, it's good for the video, but I'm gonna cut it out the audio.
All right, so we ended up. I had a whole big session booked, and I invited my dad, my stepmom.
Oh man, I feel terrible about that.
Bro,
I knew you were gonna
invited
bring that
everybody.
up.
I got to, bro. You guys need to know, like, okay, there are people that love you and are sometimes not in a position to help you when you need them to because they got other shit going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like, man, kind of like, fuck, bro. Like, damn, like, bro, really just kind of, like my dad was there and we were just waiting. And we were waiting, and it like an hour went by, and my old man was like, yeah, I think I'm finna go.
I couldn't make it, man. I was out of town. I didn't have a way to get there.
Man, it was crazy.
I didn't have a car. My car was in the impound in Florida.
Well, and now that he's like started, the minute that I saw that he was like even almost starting to get some of his shit back together again, no matter what he's doing, I'm there to support because
100%. I appreciate that too.
No, for real. I mean, no matter what he's doing, I'm here to support. And that's just because I remember being regular and being broke and wanting like one more 30 minutes. And he was just like, bro, just run it. Like, don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, for real. You were dope than a motherfucker. I really wish you still did music. I wish you had some music for us to listen to. But I'm gonna get you back into it eventually.
I got some new music. I mean, I've always have new music, but when you start becoming a boss, you focus more on being a boss and less on being a worker.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what was happening to me. It was just like I was, feeling like being a rapper was just too much work and not enough boss.
Did you like start doing like promoting clubs and bars and stuff?
I started working at.
How'd that come to be? How'd that happen?
So after I had like an album worth of material and I was realizing that radio wasn't like trying to do nothing if I didn't have $8 million and shit like that. I really just started like putting all my time and my energy into a celebrity photographer.
Okay.
Travis A. Smalls, poet and his camera. Check him out on Instagram.
I've heard of him.
Yep, Travis Smalls.
Yeah.
I mean, he was the last person
I've
to
seen
shoot
some of his
Nipsey
work.
Hussle.
He's dope.
Yeah, he was the last guy to shoot Nipsey Hussle ever in Texas. He's just a really fucking great guy. And
man, Nipsey Hussle really fucked with Texas, bro.
Heavy.
Now I think about it.
Heavy.
Cause that last big record, that Blue Laces 2, Lee did that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yep. Shout out Mr. Lee.
Shout out Mr. Lee, man. That's a Texas legend.
I ain't mean
right
to cut you off.
No. So Trav dealt with models, so I was managing him. Yeah. Shout out to Travis. I love you, boy. You're still one of my favorite people, man. I love you, boy.
Really?
And so I started, kind of working with him, and he worked with models, and models want to do rap videos, and then rappers want models.
Exactly.
And then I went to work into the strip clubs, and next thing I know, bro, it was just like all I wanted to do was like get Fort Worth rappers a stage in Dallas.
Yeah.
That was it.
Okay.
That was it. I wanted to get Fort Worth rappers.
Hey,
Detroit, what up, man?
And for people, just to elaborate on that, for people who aren't from the DFW area or familiar with the scene out here, that's a really big deal because Dallas and Fort Worth PD actually have restrictions on certain artists. Like, for example, I remember Go Yayo had an issue with the Dallas Police Department. They said they didn't want him performing in Dallas. So that really is a big deal.
CJ Casino, they're blackballing him from a lot of Dallas clubs right now with the help of the Dallas Police Department.
Yeah, the Fort Worth Police Department has been kind of like working in cahoots with it about it too. It's kind of like a unspoken, unofficial local hip hop police type thing. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So that's big to like, because that's what my guy, I don't know if you heard of Sly, that guy.
I've heard that name.
He does a lot of shows out there in Fort Worth and does the same thing, takes Dallas artists over there. And I was telling him the same thing. That's a big deal. And historically, I know you're not originally from here. Mm-hmm. Historically, there's been a lot of really bad blood in the
between
streets.
Dallas and Fort Worth.
So music always bridges that gap. So that's a big deal.
Well, actually, I was actually born and raised in Fort Worth, Texas, and then my brother got killed in 1990, and we moved to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Shout out to Uptown 44th and North Avenue. What up, y'all?
Oh, really?
But yeah, so I took a bunch of Fort Worth guys and transplanted them into the Dallas market, and kind of became like a really leading person in the culture all of a sudden. Like,
yeah, I know. You just like all of a sudden just And I was like, wow, he is like, it's seemingly overnight. Like I said, I don't be like looking on. I be on Instagram posting and stuff. But yeah, I just noticing that shit. I was like, damn, he really going up.
Yeah, no, bro, and I ain't gonna lie, man. Art, oh my God, man, my dude, Art, man, what up, man? Big things. We're on a big podcast right now with one of my homies. Just want to say what up to all of my Wisconsinites, man, my people in Detroit, all my Texas people. What up? I love y'all. But yeah, so I literally went from putting rappers from Fort Worth on a stage in Dallas to every single club reaching out to me 24/7, not being able to answer all of my DMs and my inbox Facebook messages. And I swear it was like 6 months before that, I was like regular. I was like literally just quitting a day job, still being a single dad, raising my son by myself. But it was just really crazy that all of a sudden, like, damn, like they're calling for me, and I can't even keep up anymore.
That's crazy.
Like I couldn't
like that really makes me happy. You see him over at cheesing.
No, I mean for real. And I'm gonna be dead ass. My start came from here, from getting enough confidence in myself to say, man, if he likes it, then I gotta be onto something, right? You know what I'm saying?
That's humbling. That humbles me for real.
No, I mean, bro, I mean, if you thought the music was dope, it gave me enough confidence to push the music, which gave me enough confidence to do a bunch of other shit outside of music. I would have, if you would have told me I was whack and to quit music, I probably would have like worked a day job to this day. I'd probably still be, you know, delivering windows and driving a big truck.
Oh, that's not what you're supposed to be doing either. You're supposed to be doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, and I still feel like there's so much.
I knew and I met you. Like even if it wasn't music, it's like something because you got that thing. Like when you walk in the room, like I was telling my last guest, y'all have this commanding presence. Like you demand attention without saying anything. And
I appreciate that. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. So for those that are listening, man, a lot of that shit came from prison. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in order for you to be able to be like a man in there, you better be commanding. You better be, you better really be who you say you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All square business.
Speaking of prison, how did you wind up, like, how long of a bid did you do and what landed you there?
Man, that's a long story. All right, so condensed version, first time was armed robbery, masked armed robbery. I was a part of an armed robbery team. For many, many years, allegedly. And allegedly. And I did the one that I got caught for in like 1999 or 1998. I finished my senior year in high school because I was doing this at 17, 18 years old. And then they had my DNA. I had 6 co-defendants that were telling on me.
Wow.
Yeah, of course, man. But I held to the code, and I took my lumps in my first bid. It was 8 years, 8 months, 27 days.
Damn.
As a first time offender, guys. So don't think just because it's your first time getting in trouble that you're gonna skate, especially when you got black skin. Doesn't matter how light skinned I am, but
stay in school.
Yeah, stay in school, bro. I mean, I was a D1 basketball player and lost my scholarship getting shot.
Wow.
And there's a lot.
Where'd you get shot? Like physically?
I got shot in my hip the first time. I've been shot 3 times. Wow. Turtle, this is one of my ace boom cool. That's like my uncle right there, man. Big shout out. I love you, Turtle.
The first time you went to prison, was that here in Texas?
No, that was in Wisconsin.
That was in Wisconsin?
Yeah, that was in Wisconsin. Actually, some of the guys that are watching this right now, Turtle, that was one of the guys, man. He was one of the bosses. You know what I'm saying? He's from the east side. We from 2 different sides of town. I'm from uptown. He's from the east side.
Okay.
So we wasn't even supposed to be cool. But he took me under his wing, man, and he gave me a whole lot of information. Man, I love you, Turtle. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I love you, dog.
Shout out, Turtle.
Big shout out, man. Big shout out. Because, he gave me books.
Yeah.
He gave me books.
Made you read shit.
Yeah. And they would quiz me and shit. Because, like, bro, I was rapping then.
That's a big deal because that's a big deal because a lot of people, like when you come from, because my family, for the most part, besides my immediate family, are like hillbilly, trailer park, and I love y'all to death, but and so I seen the culture of fatherness in my own family,
right?
And it seems to breed like, you have this misunderstanding. So you have all these people trying to teach you how to be strong in body, and there's not
strong in mind.
And it's very rare in that environment to find someone who understands you got to exercise your mind as much as you exercise your body. So that,
bro, hold on.
That explains
right
a lot,
now,
bro.
I've got Turtle on here, and I got my guy Detroit.
Yeah.
All right, so they're talking to each other on my live right now.
That's wild.
So Turtle, I love you. Detroit, you know I love you, man. Demetrius, this is my guy, man. Black Bottom Syndicate. He's got a clothing label coming out. I want to give a big shout out to them. You're doing well, G. You're doing well, my G. And Turtle, you know I love you, man. These guys gave me books. These were some of the smartest, and they was buff and shit, you know what I'm saying? They had braids, and everybody had braids. So these was like my guys. These were the guys that I was like literally looking up to, following behind. I'm trying to write a song and be like Detroit. He said, I see me through you.
That's what's up.
He don't know what that means to me because I was like 23 years old. I was a young bum.
He like your OG then.
Yeah, he is my OG, period. Like,
That's your OG.
he drove all the way down from Milwaukee because he's a truck driver, and he knew he was going through Dallas, and he stopped to see me for 20 minutes in the parking lot, and it was like 100 degrees, and we was out there just hugging, and I was just so happy to see my nigga, man. And
that's dope.
I love him, dog. You know, so he had, you know, he did some time too, you know, and these were street bosses. These niggas were street veterans. This wasn't I heard a story about you. This was like, hey, they still might be investigating you for some shit from 93.
Man, I feel that. You know, I know some of them type of people.
Right,
I got them in my circle.
Yeah, and these were the guys that were raising me because, like, I was coming up under them, and they were already, you know, really heavy in mind.
Yeah.
You know, they were already reading the books and learning about publishing because they had plans outside of prison.
Yeah.
And I was still living my everyday, like, I'm just here, like, I'm a dope rapper. Y'all listen to me rap. And he told me one day, he said, look, nigga, if you rap to me again, you're going to read this book. So be careful. Now, he's not a man you say no to. You don't really say no to this guy. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
And he's not even like 6'12" or nothing. He's like literally like, you know, average, but, you know, his name holds weight.
I feel that.
So,
I know people like that.
Yeah, I came out to rap for him again, and he gave me this book called Everything You Need to Know About the Music Industry by Donald S. Passman. Turtle, I remember that. I've read every chapter, every new edition that they come out with this book every other year, and because of him, I read this book every other year.
So it was the foundation of you learning the business
of music, yeah,
side of the music. That's what's up.
And
That's what's up.
you know, he was Mr. Miyagi, and I was Daniel's son.
Oh, really?
You know, yeah.
Wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off. But it was like
you know,
sharpen the blade for real. And we all had to go to chow together. And we had, you know, people watching showers and stuff, make sure you're okay, you know, protecting your life.
So how old are you now?
I'm 39. I'll be 40 in December.
Shit, I'll be 40 next month. That's crazy.
Damn, what's you a Sag?
Yep.
Big Sag. What up? My girl is a Sag too. Her birthday's next month. What day is your birthday?
26th.
No, it's not. That's her birthday.
That's your birthday too?
Oh God, it's Thanksgiving.
That's crazy. It's Thanksgiving every 7 years. That shit's wild.
Damn, I thought it was every 4.
Every 7 because it cycles through the
every
week.
7. So, okay.
Yeah, that's wild.
Hey, all love. That's my guy Gavin. He was in the joint with me too. I mean, these are and I can actually say that they're not my fans. They're my family. Like,
yeah.
You know, there were times where we starved together. There was times where, you know, there was, you know, alerts on people's lives or whatever. And, you know, they're really like protecting your life. They're really like walking you to the shower to make sure that nobody stabs you. And they're really, but most of all, they're just, you know, they were knowledge givers. They were just bringing so much knowledge. Jeff Turner, what up, man? Man, I haven't seen him. That was my first AR-15 I ever saw was with that guy.
That's crazy.
That was the first AR-15. I literally still have the same book from the joint.
I heard you mention your partner drive trucks, right?
Yeah, he drives trucks.
You was talking about you drive trucks. Is that something that y'all got into together? Or
No.
Coincidence?
So, yeah, I got out before him, and then he got out, and he was like, you know, he was dibbling dabbling kind of in his lifestyle stuff. I'm not going to say too much about what his life was about because he was doing this thing, but. You know, in order to stay out, man, you got to find something that, you know, that's not necessarily a job. And he found a hustle and hitting the road. Man,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I ain't
man.
gonna lie, I looked into that so many times. It's just, just something always came up always my last resort. Like, I'm gonna do this if nothing else works out, and then something else always came up. I might still end up driving trucks if this don't work out.
Karina Love, what up, man? How y'all doing? Hey, I would say, look, I don't know. I feel like anytime you're behind a mixer, it's just nothing but greatness. And
oh man, I appreciate that.
If y'all don't know KC3D, y'all check him out on Instagram for real. Like, it's KC3D as in David. He's one of the best mixers that I've ever. Turtle said, "You can what? Tell him what the fuck he was doing." No, not on fucking Facebook Live. Okay, I love you too.
No, we're gonna disclose.
Yes, allegedly. Okay,
it's all allegations. We don't
all allegations.
Yeah, when it comes to questionable activity, we don't speak in definites.
No,
not on this show.
No, not on this show. So and I love you too.
I got too many people to risk myself.
He said, "Tell it because it's real." All right, so here we go. Turtle was pimping heavy. Turtle was running money, everything. Look, I've never seen a man run up a bag so fast in my life, and it scared me when he got out and he was in a 3-piece suit with crocodile shoes on, and he'd only been out of jail like 2 months, and he said yes. Yes, I know, man. Like,
he was on that players ball.
He was. I mean, and being from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I mean, if you know who Turtle is, you know what 3100 Buffer means. He's got it tattooed on him. I remember everything. I love you, dog. You know what I'm saying? You are my people. The 3100 block is one of the worst blocks in the city. Yeah, right. It's one of the highest murder rates in the city. The east side, and then the Trays, and then my side. Okay. So. He was from one of the most terrible neighborhoods in the city, and he was a little guy. So Turtle was, he'll blow your ass back. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knew he was a gunslinger. And he went to jail for AK-47s and, murder charges, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? He's lucky to ever even be out right now. He's lucky to see the light of day. Wild. But these were men that were, I love you too, Turtle. These were men that had already went through the bullshit of the streets and knew that there was nothing there. And I was just trying to hurry up and get right back to it. And they were like, nigga, you got too much to be, like every day you in a fight, you going to segregation, solitary confinement, and you ain't learning shit. So sit your black ass down with some real niggas and learn some shit. And because of them, I took some of the steps that I'm taking, currently.
That's what's up. Yeah, I got friends who had kind of a similar lifestyle, and it's rare that you see people crawl out of that and blossom into something what they really was destined to be by their creator, or whatever they believe in, whatever the universe wants them to be, and that's kind of what I seen you doing. Like I said, I met you. You just came back down here. You know what I'm saying? Just got out the pen. You know what I'm saying? What was trying to reconnect with your son and all that stuff. Yep. And now here you are. Like, it's like a totally different energy, and it's crazy. Like what was it that like what was the guiding light for you?
I told you that God is good, Turtle. God is very good, and I thank him, and I thank you guys too. I thank him for putting y'all in my life. What changed me was having the confidence after leaving some of your studio sessions to just not quit.
That's crazy. That's what's up.
It was like you were taking your real time and mixing my shit and giving me more than you were giving regular niggas, and giving me some free time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're throwing an extra hour just on you, and for me, loyalty is royalty. And where I come from, the loyal niggas live the longest. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The loyal niggas live the longest. So I would rather be able to put that kind of energy into somebody like you, who I know is going to give it back tenfold at some point, because that studio time was everything for me. And then getting sole custody of my son, that was another one. It was like, and we was just thugging because I didn't know what the fuck I was
gonna follow up with that too. Like, how'd that work out?
Well, that nigga turned 18, bro. I mean, I had him for over a year, and then once he started to finish high school, some personal shit happened at the crib, and his mama called him back, and he went back home. It kind of broke my heart a little bit, but it is what it is, man. Mason, I love you. You know what it is, man. He's a daddy's boy, and we kind of beefing right now.
Yeah,
it happens, bro. He came down here and was supposed to stay, and then he left. and I blocked him off my social media, and he's still like super pissed that he's blocked. And I called him today, and he wouldn't even answer me. You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Who is this?" I said, "Nigga, it's your daddy." Click. But no, I mean, and as a man, and to all my
for these youngsters, blocking them motherfucker on social
it's
media,
like shooting them.
That's like slapping in the face in front of that girl or something.
Facts.
Like that's the worst shit you could do to them.
Facts.
You could have ghosted him on the phone for like 2 months. He wouldn't have been tripping. He would have hit your Instagram.
Right. Yeah.
But you block him on social media, it's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem. But he still got my phone though. Like he can still tap into the phone. So after having my son, I was started to realize like how much he was watching everything I was doing.
Yeah.
And I started to see him like copying some of my stuff, and then I was like starting to realize like, damn, once you start leading young black males, I kind of fell into the same position that Turtle was in, 20 years ago with me. He met me when I was 23 and I'll be 40. So like 17 years ago. So
like, and like you said, you met him when he was post-adolescent, basically.
Yeah, he was just coming into his late 20s, early 30s. And I was just coming into my early 20s. So he, and he had already been in 5-6 years. So he just had so much new knowledge, and he was so, psychologically ahead of me. Yeah. Because my mind was like, bro, I'm finna get out and be a rapper, nigga. I don't need to read no books. I need to write another song. Like, fuck you mean, read a book. And he was like, bro, you ain't gonna be able to come out here if you don't read this book, and I'm gonna give you questions and shit. And like, bro, really like stuck to it. I came out 5 days later with my pen and pad to write a song, and he was like, so chapter 1. I was like, real shit. No, go back in. You ain't reading? Go back in. We don't even want to hear these rap shit.
That's that you got to pass the play shit.
Yeah,
he like was treating it like football. Like you ain't gonna play or participate if your homework ain't done.
Yeah, if you don't practice. And I guess like one of my biggest problems was like at sports. My whole life I was really really good at sports, and so I had an attitude on the court. I knew that my coaches and my team needed me. So it was like, I'm not finna practice like y'all practice. I'm gonna practice how the fuck I want to practice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm a D1. I know I'm probably finna be overseas playing ball. Nothing's gonna really stop that. You know what I'm saying? My big brother died with a basketball in his hand. So it was like, I was gonna like carry that torch regardless. And ended up getting shot my sophomore year. That's crazy. Drive-by shooting. My best friend got murdered. He was right next to me. And
was this in Fort Worth or in Milwaukee?
This was in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee?
This is in Milwaukee. He wants to be in the video. All right, come on, Turtle. Approve. Let me. I
wish I had the adapter so I could plug him in.
Let me just turn it up. At this point, I gotta add him. I mean, this is really like.
I wish I had. Baby, you got that adapter for your phone? Yeah.
This is connecting.
We can plug him in.
Where is it? Man.
What's up with it, bro?
Owner operator.
#1 black freight company in Wisconsin. Matter of fact, in the Midwest.
That's what's up. Support black-owned businesses.
Support black-owned businesses.
Communication is the key to success, and I loaded you with information and communication. You got it, man. I choose to sit on the sideline. It's definitely a beautiful job. But as far as driver, owner operator, #1 jobs in the black community, bringing it to it in Milwaukee. We're in a depression right now around here. At the end of the day, everybody needs to help one another and believe that. And to hear that out of my mouth, man, it's a God blessing word, man. I love you.
I love you too, dog. I mean, we went through some heavy times together. We starved together. We ate together. You know what I'm saying?
Heavy times, man. That was God.
Bro, I can tell just by listening to you for the 30 seconds.
Heavy times, Jay.
Yeah, you blessed with knowledge, I can tell.
Hey, man, I love y'all, man. God bless you.
I love you,
much
dog.
Love, God bless, bro. He just dropped the knowledge and ghosted out.
Ghosted, bro.
Hey, I ain't mad at that. Shout out Turtle. Say he just dropped some. He just dropped some jewels on us for real.
Yes, he did.
I'm gonna make sure and pull that out and make it nice and loud. And when I posted everything, so he can see it. She didn't get a thing in time. He hung up before.
No, I mean,
because I was gonna plug him in, but it's all good though.
It's just crazy because like Look, Stanley, this is my guy Shy. This is
Yeah.
another one of my, he was one of the best basketball players I ever saw in my life. Him and a nigga named Janelle. These guys
really?
were, yeah, man, bro, I saw some of everything. I saw street niggas that were like turned into entrepreneurs. I seen athletes that just became so much better. Salute to you, Shy. I see athletes that, he was like one of the most coolest, smoothest, new shoe wearing his dudes.
Yeah.
But he was like full of knowledge. Every time you saw him, the greeting was, man, how you doing, King? How you doing, my brother? You okay?
Yeah.
Man, you need something to eat? And some
Real
of us were
shit.
starving in there. Some of us didn't have all the support that we needed. And he made sure that he said, I need Turtle shipping my clothing line.
Don't y'all knock over my camera.
Bro, yo, man, these are some of the best hustlers in the city.
Oh, really?
And Turtle's on his way to being a millionaire now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
he's
what's up.
running the number one black trucking
Say
company.
that logistics business, and with all this deregulation that's happening, that's a big booming business right now. Cause all these regulations, like them or hate them. You know what I'm saying? All the deregulation that the president's been doing.
Yep.
Has been making a large demand for logistics. So yeah, like I bet the last couple of years has been banging for the trucking industry.
Well, I mean, apparently because, man, this man came out and really got everything together. You know what I'm saying? He really got everything together. So I'm watching a lot of my brothers, including Detroit, including Demetrius, man, Black Bottom Syndicate. He's dropped a clothing line that looks really, really good. And, man, I watched the first couple T-shirts. I thought it was whack. And then, he started dropping hoodies and, he's doing the sneaker combination.
Yeah.
You could see the sneaker next to the sweater. And I told him, bro, look, if you can ship me some of that shit and we can, work some numbers out, and you still ain't called me yet.
Say
nigga.
that's a talent, bro, because I tried to do that shit. All my shit look garbage. I mean, it look good on the paper. On the
Yeah,
design.
but then
I
when
get
you-
it back. I'm like, I would
This
never
one, I
wear
wouldn't
this
wear
shit.
this shit.
I would never buy this shit.
Yeah, and he started out with some white tees, bro, and then all of a sudden it was he dropped a hoodie, and then he had the camo joint with the burnt orange on it with the shoes that match, and then he's got some models that are doing some shit too. So, yes, Alfred Davenport on Facebook. Big facts, guys. Alfred Davenport on Facebook. Let me
Check him out.
Let me check him out, man. The number one black and trucking company in the Midwest, and this is coming from a man that did almost 20 years in the joint. And somebody
That's big, man.
Yeah, somebody that I look up to a lot.
come from that, someone I've been to jail. I ain't never been to prison, but for me, to wrap my head around, cause I got so many friends who've been to prison for not even that long, and they come out and they just keep falling into the same shit. And so
Right.
to see someone like you or like your boy Turtle come out, especially after a 20-year bid, and now he's got the number one. That's to me I really want to dissect somebody like that, their mind, and you know what I'm saying. To me, that's really interesting to me.
Gentlemen, kings like Turtle, kings like Shy, kings like Detroit, kings like Tay, all my people listening. These guys are. It's like hitting the lottery when you meet somebody like that.
Yeah,
And for them, I spent years with some of these guys. 5-6 years on the same unit, and they were like onions. You just peel back the layers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just try to. Just soak as much up as you can. I know I'm not perfect, bro. I'm not the perfect guy. I'm an asshole. I'm very, very, very
you
arrogant.
and me both, homie.
Yeah, but that's just because you know what? I've survived. I've seen a lot of niggas commit suicide doing or crash the fuck out trying to do.
Exactly.
For real. You know what I'm saying? I've been shot on 3 different occasions in my life. I lost
got
my
a
big brother to
homeboy.
gun violence. A lot of friends.
I got a homeboy just passed a couple months ago from an overdose. You don't never know when it was crazy too, because he was just popping pain pills because he just got his tooth pulled, and that's how on prescription pain pills he just kept on eating them because his tooth hurt, and he died that
Eating
day
pain
after he
pills.
got out the damn dentist.
Ate too many of them.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro.
Well, no, I mean, so some of these guys, man, that I get to call, thanks Trump. He said, thanks Trump for giving these niggas these opportunities. It's real. I mean, it sucks, but it's true. The one thing that he does, the one thing that he will do is create a motherfucking platform.
Did you vote?
I can't vote.
Oh yeah, you can't vote. You're a felon. If you could vote, who you fucking with?
Ain't nobody black up there.
I feel that.
Man, my girl just looked at me crazy like, at this point, I haven't been looking into politics enough.
I can feel that.
To give a solid response. I haven't been looking at it strong, like even the debates. I mean, I haven't been watching it.
You know, everybody I've asked that whether they like keep up with it or not. That is by far the most responsible answer I've ever heard. You're like, I don't know because I haven't been keeping up with it. You know, And to me that speaks a lot to your character because a lot of people jump on a bandwagon. You know, you know what I'm saying? It just shows that you're an independent, free thinker, which probably explains a lot why you've been so successful recently.
Well, I mean, bro, if you don't know about it, leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't know about it, don't talk about it. And just because I haven't voted or I'm not in tune right now doesn't mean that when it's supposed to be that it will come together. But because I can't vote, what the fuck do I look like? Like spending precious moments watching a TV, looking at two people that I can't do anything about.
I dig that.
So I'm not going to invest my energy into a voting system that has already outed me.
I feel that. And then, I mean, I really don't got nothing to say to that because that's some real shit. I keep up with this shit.
Good night, Turtle. I love you, man.
I keep up with this shit just because I want to know how it's going to affect my business. That's the main thing because, you know, different administrations have different consequences for businesses. So that's my main thing I keep up with. And if a motherfucker want to try to make me do some shit that I don't want to do.
I don't think that a president can stop me from being a boss.
Never. The president isn't even the boss. He's just
he's a pawn. He's the biggest pawn in the game.
He's just the supervisor. He's just a supervisor for a department of our employees as the citizens. You know what I'm saying? The president ain't no boss. They work for us.
Yeah,
they just the top employee. That's all that is.
Employee. But the difference is like for me, I don't have the energy to waste on that, and I feel like whatever's going on in my life is not necessarily at the hands of a president. Everything that's going on in my life is in the hands of God.
Man.
So I really don't want to give the president a whole bunch of responsibilities over my wins or losses when at the end of the day, the person that's going to tell me whether I won or lost, we can't see. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's somebody bigger than all of us, and the creator is going to kind of tell me. And I believe in God's plan. So
that's big. Like, did you grow up in the church?
Yeah, I did. But I mean, I didn't even, religious and spiritual is two different things.
Yeah, that is.
And I'm spiritual.
Totally
Do I believe in Jesus Christ? Yes, I believe in Jesus Christ. But I also believe in Muhammad, peace be upon him. I believe in Buddha. But I believe that these men did walk the planet and that there were special things that they did leave here behind for us.
You know, I kind of feel the same way. It's interesting. Are you familiar with the Sumerians?
Yep.
And see, if you're familiar with the story of creationism, like for me, it kind of made me think like, okay, this is 23,000 years ago, 10,000 years before any major European civilization or any major or any major religion was even established. Before then, we were basically all pagans.
Yeah,
and there was this time from the Sumerians to modern times where there was no religion. But it seems to me like every religion is kind of derivative of their story of creationism. I mean, they like
facts. Even
down to the name, like even like down to the names they called the first tribe of man Adamu, like Adam, Adamu.
Right.
And so and then you had the two sons. One was bad, that was fallen, and then you know what I'm saying. So I kind of think that as time went on, different major cultures and societies kind of made their own version of it. So I just kind of believe that I kind of believe that everybody worships the same guy.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. You know what I'm saying? I hope so.
Like regardless of what they call the name or what they think or what they think the rules are according to their religious doctrine.
I mean, legitimately, prophets were sent. Okay?
Yeah, legitimately.
Special people exist, and special people can bring different kind of use their influence and use their words and their knowledge and whatever gifts that came from God to influence and to hopefully make people better. And it's funny because to go back into like the management thing. I didn't really take it serious at first. I was just like, yo, I work with this club. I work with models. Y'all pull up. And then I really started like helping people. Mm-hmm. And that was when the changes for me, for my personal life started because I was realizing, fuck, like I'm changing this kid's life by giving him this radio play, by like introducing him to this DJ. I'm changing his forward momentum.
I see that connection too, because with my production, it's kind of like directly correlates with how my life goes.
Facts.
Like if I stop making music, then like everything stops being good. And if I like continuously make music, then things
kind of even out.
Start coming, like blessings start coming to me. Like literally, I would have a day where like, man, ain't nothing popping for me, or I'd be broke or something, and I just out of boredom or frustration just go start working on some music, and then out of the blue I get a phone call, be like whatever it is I needed
was there
that day, that I was frustrated about, and then it was all of a sudden there.
So here's a funny fact. So today I was talking to you on the phone, and me and my girlfriend are going to go get lunch or something like that, go eat a salad.
Yeah.
And please say it, my brother. Hold on, what, Turtle? What? Hold on. Please help me save others. Okay, hold on. So I have to read this. This is coming from Alfred Davenport. Food for thought for every black man in America. You don't need a dot or MC. Just get cargo van and campaign to load broker to get money. Please let it be known. There is no dot reels, please. So I guess that's some trucking information. And I will be posting this on my social media platforms. So you guys heard it here first. And this will be on my Facebook page. So if you guys want to re-reference this at any time, please come back and do that.
Yeah, for anybody who is interested in getting a long haul logistics, definitely check him out, man. He definitely knows what the hell he's talking about. And he sounds like he's ready to give opportunities. So maybe you reach out to him if you're serious. You like want to go to school. Maybe he might have a job for you. You never know. I ain't making no promises. I ain't trying to hire nobody for you, Turtle. But you know what I'm saying. You never know what could happen.
All right. So this is one of the guys that is, he's just really heavy with helping people and making people better. So we were on our way, and I told my girl,
that's why he's so blessed. I bet you that's why he's so blessed.
Because God knows his heart, and he's really putting it out there for us just to make better men.
Yeah.
He's been doing that for 30 fucking years already. So when we were driving here, I said, man, this motherfucker KC, you know what happened, man? Baby, he left me high and dry. And when I get on the show, I'm going to tell him about it. And woo. But I kind of, I know you. So it's like, she was like, babe.
It wouldn't work because I'll just go laugh.
No. Because I don't mean it from a bad place.
I know.
I don't mean it from a bad place. You know me very well. I don't mean it from a bad place. It was just like, D-O-T. My bad, D-O-T. It's not coming from a bad place. It's coming from a good place. It was like, yo, bro, like, I needed you, and life took you away from me, and I was not fucking happy about it. And now, but look at where I'm at today, and look at where we sit. You know what I'm saying? You're in a different arena. I'm in a completely different arena. And I'm not gonna lie, I love to be.
It's crazy how they came full circle.
Full circle, bro. Like full circle, and we're in two completely different areas of entertainment.
Exactly. That's weird. I'm just on the other side of the room, though, as far as my aspects, because I still do the other stuff.
He's still one of the dopest engineers.
I got like 3 albums that dropped this year, so.
Jesus Christ. All right, so, Turtle was requested. Fuck, I missed it. All right,
you got any tours coming up for your artists?
So we just got back from Vegas about a week and a half ago. He's had his first paid show.
Man, Vegas is popping. Like everybody is going out there. It's like one of the only places that's like still full steam ahead.
Guys, I'm telling you right now, Vegas fucking sucks. Okay? Vegas fucking sucks. It is mandatory to wear your mask outside. I know people love to hear that and shit, but like when you get a $500 ticket because it was down below your nose and the dickhead cop isn't budging.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, like when you get off the plane.
Isn't it wild how it went from like we're gonna do this shit for 3 weeks to flatten the curve to now it's like, and it's important for people to know that this isn't a nationwide thing. It's like certain states.
Yeah, it's regional.
Like it went from 3 weeks to flatten the curve to now you seeing mothers getting hauled out of their son's football game in cuffs because they're not wearing a mask in the bleachers.
Yeah. But also, I mean, it was bro, it's killing people, and there are some people that are being irresponsible, and I really have to say that like being with my girlfriend, you know, she is an elevated mind for me. You know,
Yeah.
she's somebody that kind of slows me down on my day. She gets on my last good fucking nerve sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's what happens when you ask for an alpha female. I prayed for this person.
Yeah.
Right? And God gave it to me. He said, nigga, now deal with it.
Man.
Now fucking deal with it. But I started to see how she moved and how cautious that she was. And it just makes me think twice. You know what I'm saying?
A good one keep you on your toes.
Keep you on your toes, bro.
Yeah,
And
for
more than
real.
one way too. You know what I'm saying? More, you man, I'm changing the way I dress. I can't sag my pants no more.
Mine is zero tolerance. She done broke up. And we're married. She done broke up with me at least 3 times this year. She broke up with me last Friday.
Damn, every quarter we having a fucking
every 3
breakup.
months.
Every 3 months.
Every
Well,
3
but you
months.
know what? I mean, my girlfriend told me something, man. She said, man, think about what our grandparents went through. And I was so mad. I said, man, I don't know what the fuck they went through. But nigga, you be with somebody for 50 years and don't think that some shit didn't happen and Granny
Yeah.
didn't want to be with Pop and nigga,
Yeah,
they
for
went through
real.
some shit back
They
in
went
the
through some shit.
back in the day, man. Shit. They parted the Red Sea together.
That's like my partner Al Jamil, the co-host. He's been separated from his wife 15 years. They ain't never got a divorce. They together forever. They talking about getting back together.
Getting back- right,
'Cause
of
like,
course.
you don't know what a motherfucker go through.
Yeah, no, I mean, so like when COVID hit, I mean, it kind of affected everybody. I don't really want to talk about COVID fucking up lives because we all know what it did. I've got the same story as the next 100 niggas behind me. But the one thing that I can say is I don't want to pass it. And I want to be as responsible as I can. You know, she keeps a mask here, there. You know, a Chinese
Yeah.
star comes out and she throws a mask in my face.
Damn.
You ever been hit with nunchucks with a mask on the end of it? That was last Friday.
Really, my dad's a physician. He said the most important thing is washing your hands.
Mm-hmm.
He said the mask it doesn't keep you safe. It keeps you from it reduces you from your droplets going out.
Mm-hmm.
So like you ain't gonna get you're not at higher risk to get sick if you don't wear a mask, but you're at higher risk to infect somebody if you don't wear a mask. Exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, like
I wash my hands religiously.
I do too. I do. I mean, I got a Gucci bag over there, and we both got hand sand on our bags. You know what I'm saying?
You said I had a little sign with the
Yeah,
you come in, like you gotta use the sanitizer.
No, I mean, I've gotten to the point where I made a bunch of money last year. Right, I made over $100,000 last year. And this year was supposed to be my first year out of the streets making $250, right? Solid. Yeah. And then COVID hits and blocks out 5 solid months of my year. Gone.
Bro, COVID hurt financially, but that's what's beautiful about me personally, because I don't think people like us would have been able to survive this in a different kind of economy. Like I don't mean the state of our economy. I mean the actual structure of the economy. Like, 'cause we got free enterprise and
no, Casey, I'm telling you right now, I almost did not make it.
There's no way I could have sustained if it wasn't for the accessibility that we have in America. Honestly, I mean, you know what I mean. I've been making my money straight off of Instagram. Most of my bread be coming from Instagram, selling cheap mixes, Cash App specials, and stuff like that. Maybe like more successful to where I think when I crank my studio back up, I think I'm gonna be rolling the doors off. Yeah, because I've been picking up more clients like
and
that.
whatever I could do to help that, you know, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I can stand by your mix over anybody that I'm dealing with, and I've been across country with this music shit. So
yeah.
You know, KC3D on all my on whatever, you know what I'm saying?
And while we plugging me, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button.
Hit that like and subscribe, bitch. For real, don't be a hoe.
Don't be a hoe.
For real, don't be a hoe.
Who you listening to lately? What you on?
So my girl got me on what's her name, babe? CX. Her name is Cleo Soul. And
Cleo Soul.
You know, she's been listening to this shit like crazy. And then she's got this song that just gives me the most anxiety in the world. I don't know the name of it, but it just says like calm down. Trigger protection mantra, guys. Okay, don't look. All right, so if you show this to your girlfriend, no, the minute you piss her off, it's coming on. The minute y'all get into it, she's gonna light a fucking
Is it when they
sage.
play in the safe spaces?
I play it anytime.
Bro,
It
So,
fucking.
so I've heard of elevator music. So this is safe space music.
Yes.
That's what's up.
What I got there?
Safe space.
Like, oh my gosh, she's
Start
mad.
opening a business.
Play this shit now.
Oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that. She's talking about her business tanked. All right, the beginning of COVID, bro, I'm in brief, I almost lost my car. My girlfriend asked me about depression, and I had to think about it. I was like, bro, when was the last time that
Bro, these lockdowns have had a huge effect. I read this article yesterday that in Syracuse, they were talking about drug overdoses. In Syracuse, 95% rise in drug overdoses since the lockdowns. The same in Kentucky is like 80%. This is suicides amongst men in their 40s is up like 40%. It should have had like a major impact, like outside of the actual virus, which has blown my mind. And another thing I've been thinking about is how they say don't go to the hospital unless it's absolutely necessary. Don't go get the test unless you got a fever. And it started making me think about like, what about like heart patients and cancer patients and stuff like that? How many people have we lost to those diseases because they were afraid to even go to the hospitals to get the treatments?
I know that when I ended up getting COVID, I knew it immediately.
You can't taste nothing.
I could not taste a motherfucking thing. I could not smell
and
anything.
if you do it, I'll taste like the same shit.
I tasted nothing. I could not taste a fucking thing. I didn't feel sick. I didn't feel.
I'm pretty sure I had it, but I got tested though, but it was negative. But I think I had it earlier on, because I had it like a week or two where everything tasted like the same thing. It didn't matter what it was. Like everything tasted like basically like a stale cigarette.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'd smoke a cigarette and then I eat or drink or whatever, because I didn't taste anything. That's all I was tasting was that smoky taste. That's weird. But you got COVID?
Yeah, I did. And so I was living with my brother who had just had triple bypass heart surgery.
Oh, wow.
And I'm working in clubs. The minute that they opened everything back up again, I went tearing out of the motherfucking house as fast as I could, because I got Osa that I'm trying to take care of. I got all these other artists I was working with at the time.
Yeah.
And man, I'd been out maybe 5-6 days and I started feeling sick. Just a little woozy, just a little, a couple chills. And then I didn't lose the taste and stuff right away. But my brother got all these like underlining, health issues.
Yeah.
So I was really scared. I was really, really scared. And I really didn't know what to do. So I was just like, I was just to the point where it was like, I can't come home because I'll get my brother sick.
Yeah, that's some scary shit. Like I said, my dad's a physician. He had direct contact because they used to, at the hospital he works at, he used to be an ER physician. He didn't work in the ER as much because he's older, but they used to have the ER doctors run codes. So like on any floor, if somebody was going into arrest or like flatline, then the ER doctor would come. But it doesn't work like that anymore. He worked on like 2 or 3 codes in a diagnostic clinic where he was exposed. He actually caught it, and he's got diabetes.
He's got some.
He's 65 years old. He had colon cancer a couple years ago. He got congestive heart failure, and then my mom is a 6-time survivor of cancer.
Whoa!
And so that just like spooked the shit out of me. They weren't even sleeping in the same room. They're like quarantining from each other
in the house.
Yeah.
Hey, Naomi, this is my cousin. Hey, I love you, girl. Yeah, I had COVID, and because my brother had surgery, I just ghosted my brother.
Yeah.
Like, I just ghosted him. I went.
He's straight though, right?
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
That's what's up.
I came home, and they just found this out like a week ago too, and they were like, "You had COVID, you motherfucker." Yeah, I did, and I left. I didn't tell them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really want to tell them because it was like I didn't want the red fucking alert to go off and all this shit. But I just knew, like, after that shit, bro, I was wearing. I used to wear gloves. I had the gloves you wash the dishes with.
Yeah. He wearing the rubber made gloves.
Yeah, I had them in my glove box, and that's how I would pump my gas. And if I had to put air in the tires of my car, I had gloves on for months.
But at first when my pops told me, he's like, "Oh, it's just SARS."
Stay down, gang. What up, Chesty?
My pops was like, it's just SARS, like before it is starting. So
Right.
I wasn't really tripping about it. I went and got some toilet paper because they was all sold out. That took me about 3 or 4 trips to actually find some toilet paper.
Right.
But I was just riding around because I couldn't find any hand sanitizer either. I was riding around with a bottle of isopropyl alcohol. Every time I touch something, I just rub my hands off with the alcohol.
Strongest shit they could make.
I was like, shit, that's what's in the hand sanitizer that kills and shit. But yeah, I'm looking forward to everything getting back to normal. These motherfuckers talking about locking us down to the end of 2021.
I mean, you know what
the
the new normal is going to be. Just that, okay? Like, we're going to have a new normal.